Snap shares have dropped more than 60% from their recent 52-week high in February. Options traders now are betting on further room to fall. Jon Najarian at the Telestrader. Pete Najarian joining us from Minneapolis. Pete, start us off. Snap, I'm looking at down right now. It's down almost 4%.
Man. You know, it's amazing, Scott, because if you go back, start of the year, you mentioned down about 60%, right? And then if you, from the highs. But then if you actually go back to the IPO in March of 2017, this stock actually got all the way up to $29 a share. I mean, unbelievable how far it has fallen down. And now, as it's approaching new lows, it's getting very close to where the lowest levels have been. Now they're actually piling in to buy even more, and they're actually going the last week of October. So these expire October 26th, these options, and they're buying the 7-strike puts. Now, when I sent this to the guys back in the CNBC headquarters, these were trading for about 41 cents, and about 4,600 of these had traded so far. Now I think these numbers are starting to expand even bigger, so a lot of bets being put on. Now, the interesting thing here, Scott, is earnings are October 25th. These expire the 26th, so this will include that earnings cycle. And I got to tell you, with $1.5 billion in cash and the burn rate of about $350 million a quarter, that just tells you a little something about what people are looking about the inner workings of what's going on right now fundamentally at Snap. A real problem, and when will they ever be profitable? The best projections I've seen out there are 2021. That's a big problem. So I think what you're seeing now is piling on to see if this stock's going to go even lower. I bought these calls today. I will be in these, or puts today. I'll be in these puts until we get to that earnings cycle, unless they move faster sooner.
All right. Thank you, Pete. John, what do you see?
Yep.
I've got several for you, Judge. I'll go through them quick. Gilead, what are they buying in here? With the stock, you know, basically $75. They're buying the 7750 calls in December. So take a look, December 7750 calls, now about 12,000 of those. That's 1.2 million share equivalent. I bought those. Take a look at the next one, because we don't talk about it all that often. Tesla. We talk about it on the show, but we don't see unusual activity. Why? Because the 280 calls in Tesla that expire in just a couple weeks trade for $6. Somebody smart came in there, bought those calls, sold the 290s for almost $3 and some odd cents. In other words, they spent about $2.50 for something that could be worth $10, the spread, the difference between 280 and 290. Also, take a look at Micron, Judge. Got a lot for you today. Micron, they're in here buying November calls. Stock's $42.65. Which calls are they buying? They come scrambling in. They're buying the Micron 48 calls. There you go. 48 calls, and the volume approaching 1.8 million share equivalent. Those are folks I want to follow. Lastly, we couldn't even get this one up yet, but it is Twilio. Stock was down hard. Joe and I were talking about it, and then Jason, our producer, said, you see an unusual activity in there? Now we are. They're buying big blocks at the 75 strike. November 75s in Twilio. Watch that one, Joe.
Worst day for Twilio since May of 17.
Yeah.
Joseph.
What a gift. What a gift. I mean, it's
because you owned it, you sold out of it.
I sold out of it in the mid-80s. To get this stock below 70, it's a gift. Now, full disclosure, this might be, for me, more trading than investing. But again, to get it below 70 on a $2 billion deal with SendGrid, there is a tremendous. This was the missing link for the company. The company had video, it had voice, it had messaging. It was missing the email platform. It now acquires the email platform.
So why does it sound so short-term then for you?
Because for me, to get this stock below 70, and I believe this stock will run back up towards 80, I might get out of it ahead of earnings. I might not. I'll tell you this. I will not allow
You won't kick yourself in the foot?
I will not. I know where you got that from. I will not allow.
You pull a rabbit out of your head?
You watch Monday Night Football, don't you? I will not allow this stock, for me to be long this stock, and it to get below today's low. It's a phenomenal point of reference. It's a great way to manage your risk. I believe in this company fundamentally. This is a little bit of a trading call. I get that. I understand it. But
well, I only asked you that because you are painting a pretty strong investment case.
Well, I've painted a very strong investment case around this company for the entirety of the year. What I will tell you is I need to hear the next earnings report to understand if that investment thesis suggests to me that not only could this be an $85 stock, but a $100 stock. Okay. Because that's where I'm going to invest around.
I got you. All right, Pete, thank you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Doc, come on back over here.